Hey there, and welcome to another video with me. In this video, I'm going to show you how to point your Godaddy domain name to your hosting provider. So in this case, I'm going to be using a hosting provider called Tso Host. The reason why I use Tso Host is Tso Host is very reliable. So what is Tso Host? Tso Host is a UK-based hosting provider. So I have been using them for the past 7 years, almost 8 years now. So I've used them for my clients, I've used them for myself, and I continuously use them, and I still use them up to today. I highly recommend that hosting platform. So we're going to jump on my PC right now, and then I'll walk you through on how to point your Godaddy domain name to Tso Host, and I'll also show you how to install WordPress. So stay tuned, and then I'll walk you through right now. So okay, guys, here we are on my PC now. The very first thing you must do, obviously, is to get your domain name. I've already got my domain name with Godaddy. This is my domain name. We now need to, so I now need to show you how to get your hosting, right? If you haven't watched my video on how to buy a domain name with Godaddy, you can go ahead and watch that video. It's pretty simple, it's straightforward. So once you've bought your domain name, you now need to come to Tso Host. I'll also leave a link of Tso Host in the description down below so you can access it. On Tso Host, they do have many hosting plans. The new one is the WordPress hosting is very simple to install WordPress in here, but this specific hosting does have some limitations. You can't have a professional email on this one. Like there's so many other details that you can't have, but in terms of WordPress, you can install WordPress on this one straight away. But the one that I highly recommend, and I recommend to all of my clients, friends and families, is the web hosting plan. So if you click here on web hosting, you will see there are many types of web hosting plans. So there's the economic, deluxe, and deluxe, ultimate, and maximum, right? So the plan that I use, you don't have to use it. I use the maximum because I need it for a lot of my websites, right? So the reason why I recommend the most popular plan is because the most popular plan allows you to have a free SSL. So the free SSL is great, right? So if you want a free SSL, you might as well go for this plan. If you don't want a free SSL, you're gonna have to go for the deluxe or the economic. You only get 50% of the SSL, and then you have to pay for the SSL. So I don't recommend you to go for these two plans, because this is just going to be a bit of hassle for you, because you still have to pay for the SSL and then all these hassles. So I would say go with the ultimate or with the maximum. So I would just say for beginners, go with the ultimate. That's absolutely fine. So once you go with the ultimate, you will click here on buy. And then this is how much it's going to cost you. And then you go here, you check out. So again, I'll leave a link of Tso Host in the description down below, so you can just go ahead and purchase this. So once you purchase your hosting, Tso Host will now forward you all your login credentials, and you can now come here and log in. So click here on my Tso Host, and I'm going to log in. Okay, I've now logged into my Tso Host. So once you log in, your dashboard will look like this, right? So I do have one product, which is my hosting, obviously. In order to go to your control panel, you now need to click here on my services. So click here on active. And then click here to log into Cpanel. So I need to come here to Cpanel. Click here on Cpanel. And where it says shared IP, right, this area, I need to copy this specific IP. And I'm going to head into my Godaddy account. So my Godaddy account is marketing. This is the domain name that I have. Guys, remember, if you want to know how to get to see your domain name like this, you need to come here to your account here and click here on my products. And on my products, as you can see here, you will now scroll down and you will see your domain name here. So you can also see that here. So what I need to do now, I need to click here on manage. And on manage, I'm going to click here on DNS and click on manage zones. So I'll just need to enter my domain name again. So this is where we are interested, on the records area, right? So where it says type A, that's the only place we're going to do some work here. So click here on edit, and where it says park, you need to delete that park and then paste your share IP, this one, share IP address. So you will paste that there and make sure you save it. So it's now being pasted and saved. Congratulations, guys. You now need to head back into your Cpanel account, and I need to go back to my Cpanel account, which is here. I need to click here on add website. So where it says add a website, set up a new website, you will need to enter a domain, you use it, right? So let's go to my domain name here. So I'm just going to copy my domain name here. And I'm going to paste my domain name right here. So it's marketingmedia1.com, and then I'll just click here on add website. It will now say you have successfully added this domain. So it's been successfully added, and then I'll just close it, right? And let's refresh. Okay, so we've refreshed our page of marketingmedia1.com, right? So we now need to install application. Where it says install application, click on that. We need to install a WordPress application. So as you can see, there are many other applications that you can install, you know, but we are interested about the WordPress application. So click here on WordPress. It says hello world, and click here on install this application. So here on my application, where it says domain, I need to choose the domain I want to install. So my domain is going to be marketingmedia1.com, or I can go ahead with the HTTP marketingmedia1.com, or I can go with the www.marketingmedia1.com. So I will choose the www.marketingmedia1.com. I'll choose that. Directory, that's optional. I can just get rid of this one. Version is the 5.6.1. That's the recommended one. Language is English because I speak English. Obviously, if you want to change your language, you can go ahead and change your language here. You can always change your language in your WordPress dashboard anyway, but if you want to do that here, you can also do that here. Administrator username, this is the administrator username here. Administrator password, that's the administrator password. I can show you, but I can always change this password if I want to, you know, so I'll just copy that. Administrator email, let's just get rid of this, right? So I'm going to enter my actual email here. Site title, I'll leave it to blog. Website tagline, do you know what? Don't worry about this website tagline and site title for now. So we're going to change that afterwards. Once you've done all of that, you now need to click here on install. Okay, so the marketingmedia1.com WordPress has now been successfully installed. So what I now need to do, I need to head back into my, let me go back. I need to go back to my dashboard, and let me just make this screen bigger. So I've now gone back to my dashboard, and let me refresh this page now. So let's just click on reload. Our marketingmedia1.com WordPress has now successfully been installed. So in order to go to my WordPress account dashboard, I need to click here on admin. And congratulations, guys, you've successfully installed WordPress on your dashboard. So this is amazing, you've done it. So what you now need to do is you need to go here on this area where it says how the admin, you need to change some details here. So I'm going to click here on edit, and the username is unchangeable because, you know, this is what you created with. You could have changed it before if you wanted. The first name, you can enter your first name here if you want to, right? So your nickname, so I'll just put that Ulrich. Display name, display name publicly, right? So I'll put my display name Ulrich, and contact info is going to be my email. I'm not going to put this email. I'll just put contact. So I'll just put contact@uemedia1.com. Website, this is my website, obviously. About yourself, if I want to write something about myself, yes, I can go ahead and write something about myself, but it's not really necessary because my website is all about that. So everything is going to be on my website. Yes, if I'm blogging, I might need to write a short biography about what I do, right? Why I'm blogging, just something very brief, but I don't really have to. So where it says now profile picture, I can go ahead and add a profile picture. I need to create I need to create an account on Gravatar, but that's a separate thing. So if you want to do that, you can just click here. You can change your profile picture. It will lead you to another page. Let's do that together now so you can see, right? So it will lead you here. You need to create an account and go ahead with that. So, but we won't do that now because this is not our main focus. So account management, if I want to set up a new password, I can just click here on set new password, right? And I'll just get rid of this password and enter a new password. So this is a new password that I've entered now. So I just need to double check again if everything is fine, if I'm happy with everything, right? So yes, everything is okay. And I need to click here on update. And this is how the WordPress dashboard is. So if you visit your website now, this is how it's going to look, and it's not beautiful. Don't worry, it's not a big deal. We're going to do a makeover. Once you start building your website, it's going to be looking different, you know. So the very first thing, another thing that we must do is let's go ahead and add a theme, right? Just to give this a different look. So I'm going to click here on. So I'm going to go here on appearance, right? And click here on add new. So guys, these are the themes which are available here, but I'm going to, you know, there are more themes, by the way. You know, you can upload your theme here if you want to, or you can just go here and look for a theme that you like. So I use a theme called GeneratePress. So it's a WordPress theme. So one hint I'll give you when you're choosing a theme, make sure you choose a theme that's regularly updated, right? So GeneratePress is a WordPress theme and it's regularly updated. I use this theme for web design, for blogging and other things. I also use a theme called Ocean WP. I'll leave a link of those themes in the description so you can access those themes. So those themes are also, I believe they are WordPress theme. I think Ocean WP, I'm not pretty sure if it's a WordPress theme or not. But Ocean WP is a great theme as well, but I prefer GeneratePress. So I've now searched my theme. It's called GeneratePress. I'll click here on install now. And click here on active. So my theme, GeneratePress, has now been installed and activated, right? So let's go to settings and go to generals. So we can now change the site title to something that we like, right? Tagline, we can change that. Membership, anyone, we can change the site language. If you speak German, you can choose German here. If you speak Spanish, Espanol, Mexico, Espanol, Venezuela, and so on. So, right. So you go ahead and choose your language. I'm good with English. Time zone, you can change that if you want to. Week start on Monday. I mean, guys, play around with this. Make sure. So I'm not going to tell you choose this, choose that. You choose based on your needs. So once I've done all of that, and I need to click here on Save Changes. Thank you for watching up to this point. This is the first steps towards, these are the first steps towards building the website. You have to install WordPress. WordPress is a great platform to build website. It is the best platform in the world to build your website on. So I highly recommend you to use WordPress all the time. So thank you for watching this video. That was all about how to point your Godaddy domain name to Tso Host and install WordPress. If you really enjoyed this content, please type point to in the description down below. If you need help with your website, with your copywriting, with your email marketing, Facebook ad, Google ads, content strategy, content strategy, reach out to me. I'll leave a link of my calendar in the description down below. You can link up to me for a free call. We'll talk about your business needs, how I can help you. So I will be more than happy to work with you. Please reach out to me so we can link up and talk more. So take care, and I'll see you next time.